Hi and welcome. Today we're going to talk about the fifth week of the Gratitude and Grief Sacred Six. If you've been with me for any one of the first four, then you know I believe that there is a sacred 6 weeks that goes from October through to November between Canadian Thanksgiving in early October and US Thanksgiving, which is coming up just next week. And that sacred 6, the 6 weeks between these Thanksgiving celebrations, is an opportunity for us to really connect to gratitude and our grief journey. So it's all about gratitude and grief, because gratitude can really inform our grief journey and can support us during our time through the grieving process. So how do we do that? We do it by converting our grief to mourning, by giving an external expression to what we're feeling on the inside. And the truth is, holidays are tough. And we're going to talk about holidays and grief and gratitude next week. But we're going to cue that up a little bit this week, because this week we're going to talk about appreciation. And of course, the two Thanksgiving holidays are all about appreciation, right? Giving thanks and being grateful. And when we're who is near and dear to us, and sometimes grateful for. What can we possibly give thanks for? And I know from my own journey, I know from my journey with my clients, that this can be a real hiccup and a real hitch. And yet, when we start a practice of appreciation, or what many refer to as a gratitude journal, and keeping some kind of journal or log of what am I grateful for today, if at the end of the day we reflect on the day and think, was there anything from today that I can be grateful for? Maybe I can be grateful that I was given some time to really be with my memories of my loved one. Maybe I can be grateful that I took the time to be with memories of my loved one. Maybe I'm just simply grateful that I have memories of my loved one, right? We want to go really gently with ourselves. And so the opportunity here is to say, okay, today I am grateful for, and it doesn't have to be a list of 5 or 10 things. It can just be one thing that for today I am grateful for. And what that does is it actually shifts our thinking. It shifts our mind away from searching for all of the reasons that we have to not be happy. And I'm not saying that, we bypass our sadness, or that we bypass our anxiety or fear or depression, whatever we're going through. And yet, even as we are in those other emotions, we can still do what's called an inquiry, where we can explore and ask ourselves the question, today, what do I have to be grateful for? And it just changes where we look. It changes how we see what's been unfolding. Maybe today I'm grateful for a friend who called just to find out how I was doing. Even if I didn't feel like talking to the friend, I'm grateful that they actually called and expressed concern. So I'll be curious to hear, what are the things that you are grateful for today? And maybe in this week leading up to US Thanksgiving, we can actually make a practice of at night, every night, just identifying one thing that we are grateful for today that may have something to do with our grief journey, and it may have absolutely nothing to do with our grief journey. There's no right way or wrong way to do this, as with all conversion of grief to mourning, and particularly when we go to healthy mourning, only you know the right way. And so we need to trust our inner instincts around this. If you want to learn more, I'm Maria Kliavkoff, and I run the Healthy Mourning Revolution, which is all about revolutionizing the way we think about grief and mourning. And if this speaks to you, I invite you to please like, subscribe, share this with your friends. And please know I also have a link in the description here, which is the link to our next live launch. We're going to be doing 5 days. And in that 5-day time period, we're going to be exploring things like, what are the myths of grief? What are the things that actually block us from converting our grief to mourning and moving through our grief journey with ease and grace? It is possible to do. And if that sounds outrageous to you, That's kind of what the revolution is all about. It's a quiet revolution that's just asking us to think about our grief and mourning in a different way so that we can really reclaim our memories and reclaim our love, the love that we have for our precious one, with our precious one. Much love to you all. Namaste.